Sierra Vista Fight Club, filming on location right here inside the lab that I put my work down in. Just wanted to do a little video log on what we got going on and some of the things we've been doing. This past Friday, we did a combo contest. It was pretty cool. It was me, it was Christ Thulu, it was Darth Vatard, it was Coquito, it was Smokey J, and I forgot there was one other person in there, but I can't remember. Either way, Smokey J took it from doing ridiculous Marvel 3 combos, of course. So even though he didn't complete it, just the fact that he attempted that was pretty awesome on his part. Which leads us into the big news this week is we got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite dropping on the 19th, which is pretty much tomorrow night. I know a few of us are going to go to GameStop tomorrow night to check it out. Not sure if they're going to have a tournament or anything like that, but just to go show the game some appreciation, show the scene that we're out here, and anybody who wants to get some games in or looking for a place to come play to learn the game, hit us up. Definitely come by. Been looking forward to this game for a while. I think when they announced it back last year at PlayStation Experience, once I saw the release date, I wasn't that thrilled about it because I thought it was coming out way too fast. But it looks to be pretty good. I know the graphics are kind of meh and all that, but it seems to be okay. The gameplay looks really fun. It looks really fast. The stones look really interesting. One doesn't seem to be too much stronger than the other one. It looks like they balanced it out pretty good. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. We're also going to have a tournament for it, I think, Friday night. I think that'll be the 22nd. So be sure to check twitch.tv/SVFiClub. Come check us out. Drop a line. Come say hey. Come hang out with us. Come learn the game with us because we're all going to be learning. It's nothing like this game right here that we've all gotten used to. So definitely come by and just say hey and check us out. Pretty sure we'll have some other crazy stuff going on at the same time. I guess the game coming out is it's a pretty big deal to me, I guess. As far as fighting games go, or 2D fighting games, I'll say that the Marvel series or just the Capcom games in general have kind of stuck with me throughout the years. I remember, I think the first one I played was X-Men Children of the Atom. I think I went and got that game. I think you had to play it on the Sega Saturn. And I remember going to Blockbuster and my mom having to put the deposit down just so I could get the system and take it home. I think I got that, and I got Sega Rally Championship, some racing game. It wasn't even that good, but all I really cared about was X-Men Children of the Atom. And I played that game. I think I kept the system like 3 days. So I played that all 3 days, like super hardcore. What other game? I think the X-Men vs. Street Fighter game, I remember playing that in the arcade, but I didn't really play it at home. Not that I can remember. Maybe that one just kind of went by me or whatever. And I think after that, for me, I could be missing some in there, but the next one I was really into was the original Marvel Superheroes. I remember playing that in the arcade when I was like a teenager. And one of my fondest memories of competitive gaming, I go in the arcade and I'm playing, and I'm beating computer, and some random person comes up or whatever. I beat them, then I play a little more, and then someone else comes up and I beat them, and then I probably beat like 4 or 5 people that came up. I was playing Spider-Man. And then this guy, I remember he comes in, he's got on like a trench coat, and he was with a buddy, and I think he picked, who was in that game? Who did he pick? He picked like Juggernaut or something, and I beat him. I beat his Juggernaut, and then I think he picked Wolverine, and I beat his Wolverine. And then I remember him looking at me, and he was like, "Kid, are you ready?" And I was just like, I guess, I was like, I don't know. So then he picked Magneto, and this dude went freaking ridiculous on me. He was going all over the place, doing stuff I had never seen. And I remember losing, and then he was just like, "Oh, you're done? You ain't got any more money?" And I'm like, "Man, I was like, what, 13 or 14 years old? I didn't have any money to play him again, but I wanted to." But that was pretty funny, and that made me want that game so bad. And then when it eventually came out, I can't remember how old I was when it came out, but I remember that was the first video game I bought with my hard earned money. Like, I worked at the mall, doing like logistics for some company, and just cleaning and basically assisting or whatever. But I saved all my money to buy that game, and I bought that game and I played it a lot. But I didn't really have anybody to play it with, so I thought I was good, but I probably wasn't that good. And I remember getting Marvel vs. Capcom 1. I think it was on Dreamcast, I think, but I didn't really play it too much. I didn't have anybody to play it with. Like, my brother didn't really play those types of games. He wasn't really into them. So I just kind of had to make do. But then the next game for sure for me was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I didn't even know that game was coming out. And my buddy had it, and he brought it to my house. And, the first thing we do is look at the back of the box, and we're like, holy crap, 56 or however many players or like that, or characters. That's crazy. So we start playing, and he is just lighting me up. I mean, with Magneto. But the thing he wouldn't tell me how to do is how to do air combos. Like, I didn't really understand, I guess, on Marvel 2. I don't know why. I think it worked kind of the same as Marvel 1, but and he was just rubbing it in my face that I couldn't beat him. But I mean, the only reason I couldn't beat him was because I didn't know how to play the game. So either way, well, after that, I ended up getting the game at some point, and I just made it a personal point to just not lose to this dude again. So I played like the cheapest team I could find. I think I played like Iron Man, Son, and like Strider or something like that. And he didn't know how to deal with her little transformation thing that she could do. Thought that was pretty funny. So I pretty much didn't lose to him anymore in that game. But anyway, I thought I was pretty good. But then I think when I got to college, I found some kids that played, and dude, they knew the game like inside and out, like I didn't. So I got rocked by them. And then when Marvel 3 came out, I was in the military, so I was deployed. But I knew about, I think around that time, I knew there were people like that played, I guess professionally, because I had heard of Justin Wong, but I wouldn't know who he was if I saw him. But I heard this dude was like the greatest Marvel 2 player ever, so I was just like, man, this is Marvel 3, it's coming out, so everybody's going to start fresh, and I remember them saying they changed the controls and there's X Factor or whatever. So I was thinking like, cool, man, I get to start with everybody. So I was deployed, and I ordered the game, so I got it maybe a week or two after everybody else had it. But man, I practiced that game on deployment. Just anytime I had an opportunity to play it. We didn't have a whole bunch of time, but when I did have the time, man, I practiced, and I think when I got home, that was when I learned about people that streamed and played like Gutex and Mike Ross. Like in Marvel 3, the main character on my team pretty much has always been Wolverine, and it's so weird that I learned Wolverine from Gutex, because Gutex doesn't even really play Marvel, but the way he used the character, I was like, man, this dude he's fast, he does good damage, his combos don't even look that complicated, so this is the dude for me. So Wolverine was always in my party in Marvel 3. And then I want to say my second character, I messed around with Spencer, Strider, Storm, Hawkeye, just about probably everybody, and I never really could get a second to fit, like the support slot. And then when it came to the third slot, I just remember watching Justin Wong play, and he was using Wolverine, even though I didn't get the Wolverine from him. But he was using Akuma, and I was like, oh man, I was like, Akuma, even I know Akuma doesn't have that much health or whatever, but it was cool to see him use him, and most of his big comeback victories were from Akuma, and I was like, man, Akuma's not even that hard to use, so Akuma stayed my third throughout the whole to this day. I've still used Wolverine Akuma, and I use Storm because Justin used Storm, but I can't use her a percent of the way that dude can use her, and so sometimes I'll throw in Hawkeye in there, but either way it's still meh. I'm okay with the character, but that was pretty much the team I stuck with was Wolverine, Storm / Hawkeye, and Akuma. So that was just a little run through of my history with the series. It's a series I love. I think for true core 2D fighting games, the Marvel games are hands down my favorite games. I play a little bit of everything. I play a little bit of Street Fighter, a little bit of Guilty Gear, a little bit of Blaze Blue, a little bit of everything. But Marvel has always probably been my favorite. And, even though I haven't played every single game, but every game of it I played, I always enjoyed. When I played Street Fighter, Street Fighter 4 never really clicked with me. I played it, but I didn't care for it too much. And then in Guilty Gear, it was a fun game. It just was always super hard, like with the execution and the combos. Like I just couldn't get that stuff down. Never really had a character. So I think that's why Marvel has always stuck with me. Like they were just fun games, and I always found a character to play, even though my team was always incomplete. They were just fun, man. And when I met the guys at SV Fight Club a few years ago, and no one really played Marvel, and then one random night, like we just decided to play with like random characters, and it worked. Like it was pretty cool. So everybody took them a while to get on it, but everybody eventually started playing it, and man, it was fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to the game coming out this week. So I'll definitely be out there tomorrow night. I know a few of the guys are going to be out there. So if you guys are there, or anybody in town comes out, just say what's up. And dude, if we can get some games in, whether it be local, online, it doesn't matter. Like I'm down, and I'm looking forward to learning this new game and playing with the stones and all that. I think it's going to be a good time. But either way, definitely check us out this Friday. Like I said, we're going to be doing a tournament, and we should have some other crazy stuff going on. I don't even know everything that's supposed to happen, but it'll definitely be something you want to tune in and check out. So I'm going to try to do more of these little vlogs. I know the screen is all jacked up, but it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't really want to mess with it too much. Just wanted to get the video out there and get it done. But hopefully I can do more of these updates, either I would say before we have fight night, or maybe right after we do fight night, or sometime during the week before the next fight night. So I'm going to try to do little update videos, maybe even practice videos of me learning Infinite and playing with some of the guys. So that would be cool too. But I guess I'll end it there. Looking forward to seeing you guys online. Definitely looking forward to playing games with the crew, learning the game. It's going to be a good time. So till next time, Jspec signing out.